गणेश शारदा गुरुभ्यो नमः उत्तरं यत् समुद्रस्य हिमाद्रेश्चैव दक्षिणं वर्षं तद्भारतं नाम भारती यत्र सन्ततिः. Welcome to all for this session on Skanda Purana to chapter 35 of Kedar Khanda under Maheshwara Khanda, and this chapter also happens to be the last in the Kedar Khanda, explaining the greatness of Prakriti and her association with Purusha, where Prakriti is the Parvati and Purusha is the Shiva. Lomasha continued the story. When Mahadeva went to the forest, Girija became dejected on account of separation. The lady of slender limbs did not get any pleasure in the mansions or apartments. The splendid lady of slender body brooded over Shiva with all feelings, understanding that Shiva was worried and anxious about her, about this Girija was worried and anxious about Shiva, her husband. Her friend, Girija's friend Vijaya, said, "O splendid lady, it was by means of great penance that you attained Shiva. In vain was a false game of dice played with Shankara, the ascetic. There are many defects in playing at dice, O sinless lady. Have they not been heard by you? Seek the forgiveness of Shiva, O slender lady of great cleverness, immediately. O gentle lady of excellent face, go, go along with us to the forest before Shambhu has not gone far off. Go to Shankara and seek his pardon. If you do not seek the forgiveness of Shiva, later on you will certainly have to regret it. You will become miserable." On hearing the words uttered by Vijaya of great equanimity and courageousness, the goddess Girija laughingly spoke these words to her friend Vijaya, wondrous words of truthful nature. Formerly, he had been surrounded by great prosperity, but he was defeated by me. He is shameless, or above the sense of shame. I have nothing to do immediately. Without me, he will continue to be ugly and hideous as or formless. Lord Mahesha had been rendered as one with forms and say not otherwise. Neither communion nor separation can exist between us, with him and with me. Mahesha, who is without form and shape, has been made one with form and shape because of me. This entire universe, consisting of the mobile and immobile beings, along with excellent devas, has been created by me for the sake of his sport. O Vijaya, see my sport along with the causes of origin and existence. After saying thus, the goddess Girija, the cause of all auspiciousness, became desirous of going to Maheshwara after assuming the form of a female Shabara huntress. She assumed the form of a dark complexioned, slender lady. Her teeth were like the buds of shikara, a variety of jasmine. Her lips resembled the round bimba, a variety of red palm fruit. Possessed a fine neck. She had to bend down slightly on account of the weight of her heavy breasts. Her smooth, glossy tresses had grown abundantly. She was very slender and thin in her waist. Buttocks were large. Gauri's thighs were like the golden plantain stem. She was Paliyukta, accompanied by her friends who looked like the members of the hut or family. She had very fine bangles. She adorned herself with the plumes of feathers of peacock. She held in her hand a bow that resembled a lotus stack. There were a quiver on her back. It had been made of ketaka leaves. From a distance she saw Girisha, the lady of beautiful face thus went along, served and accompanied by many friends and attendants. Though the loud humming sound of the bees she made the three world reverberate, Girija appeared to revive Manmatha again and again. The royal swans became at that instant filled with love and desire. Bees and peacocks, all of them were lovelorn and so had heartburn. She went to the place where Maheshwara was seated, engaged in trance and meditation. He was seen by the goddess extremely fascinated by the sound of bees. Mahadeva woke up from his trance. On seeing the Shabari, Mahesha immediately became afflicted with love. He went near Girija and was about to seize her by the hand when the chaste lady suddenly vanished from his presence. Immediately after seeing it, the Lord had his wrong notion dispelled. Shambhu wandered around about, did not see the dark-eyed lady. He experienced pangs of separation. He became lovelorn. Shambhu, who was the enemy of Madana, whose form was perpetual knowledge, who was devoid of delusion, became deluded now. He saw Girija once again. He spoke to the huntress the following weighty words, very relevant to the occasion. Shiva then said, "Listen to my words, O lady of slender limbs. After hearing them, it behoves you to do accordingly. Who are you? To whom do you belong to? O slender limbed lady, let this be told exactly, O lady of beautiful waist and great fortune." Then Shiva, basically Girija, she said, Shiva in the form of Shabari, he said, I am searching for my husband who is omniscient, who bestows all objects, who is independent and devoid of aberrations, and who is the most excellent Lord of all the worlds. On being told thus, the bull emblemed lord replied to Girija thus, O gentle lady, I am the most suitable husband for you, and none else. O beautiful lady of excellent face, let this be truthfully pondered over. On hearing the words of Rudra, Shabara, that Shabara woman, the Girija in the guise of Shabara woman, she spoke smilingly, O noble one of great fortune, you may say that the husband sought after by me is you yourself and not otherwise, but welfare unto you. I shall tell you something. You are devoid of gunas. You are the scorcher of enemies. Beautiful lady by whom you had been wooed before by means of great penance has been abandoned by you in the forest in a trice. It is very difficult for all living beings ever to propitiate you. Hence, what has been said before me by you should not be said again. On hearing the words of Shabari, the bull emblemed lord replied, Do not say so, O lady of large eyes. That poor ascetic woman has not been abandoned. If she is abandoned by me, O lady of slender body, can anything be spoken? After knowing me wretched and pitiable, O lady of large circles, O lady of good waistline, you must carry out my suggestion. On being earnestly requested thus in various ways by the trident bearing Lord, Girija laughingly spoke these words of ridicule and reproof. O Lord of yogis, you are an ascetic, you are free from attachment, you are unsullied, you are one and reveling in the Atman, you are beyond Dvandvas, and you are the Lord by whom Madana was slain. You are Virupaksha himself. You have been seen by me. It is impossible for me to attain you. You cannot be conquered by anyone, hence, what has been suggested to me before should not be said by you again. On hearing her words, the slayer of Madana said, be my wife. It does not behove you to do anything otherwise. After saying this, the Lord, who was afflicted with love, seized the huntress by the hand. She said smilingly to him in a respectful manner, let me go, let me go. This is not proper, O Lord, to do, especially by an ascetic. Do not use force. Request my father. Do not attack me otherwise. When Mahadeva said, O lady of splendid face, where is your father living? Tell your father quickly, I shall see him after presenting my prostrations to him. On hearing these words uttered by him, full banner Lord was brought to her father by that slender lady of dark eyes. He was the excellent mountain Himavan, stationed on the peak of Kailasa. He had great luster. He was surrounded by many serpents. He was standing at the entrance and was pointed out to Shankara by the goddess. O Lord, this is my father. Without shyness, request him for my hand. He will give me to you. O ascetic, do not delay. Thinking that it should be so, he suddenly, that means Shiva, suddenly bowed down to Himalaya and spoke these words. O most excellent one among the lords of mountains, O highly intelligent one, give your magnificent daughter to me. O extremely distressed one, on hearing these pitiable words, Himalaya got up, holding Mahesha by the hand. The Lord of mountains himself spoke. What do you say, O Lord? This is improper for you now. You are the donor as a reputation in all the three worlds. Universe consisting of mobile and immobile beings has been created by you. Thus the great mountain Himalaya engaged himself in eulogy. Then there came Narada, the excellent sage. He laughingly spoke these words: O trident bearing Lord, obeisance to you. O Shambhu, listen to my words, the great words full of the essence of reality. Association with young women only adds to affliction and distress. You are the master, the Lord of the world, the great Lord, greater than the greatest. Ponder over everything, O Lord of Devas. It behoves you to speak truthfully. On being enlightened thus by the noble souled Narada, Shambhu, the great Lord, became enlightened and laughed. Shiva said, O Narada, truth has been spoken by you in this matter. It is not otherwise in any respect. Downfall for men is surely caused by association with young women. There is no doubt about it. Your words cannot be otherwise. I have been fascinated by this lady and brought to Gandhamadana. This is a mysteriously wonderful activity caused by a ghost like creature. Hence, I am not staying near this mountain. I am going now itself once again to another forest. After saying thus, he went along the path that is hard to be attained even by the yogis, that is unfathomable and that has no support. On understanding this, Narada spoke these words to Girija, the lord of mountains, and to the Parshadas immediately. This is Mahesha, the lord of the universe, the destroyer of Tripura, the lord of great reputation. He should be saluted, eulogized, and entreated for pardon truthfully for the sake of greatest aim in life. On hearing these words uttered by Narada, all the mountains of great cluster they went to Lord, keeping Girija at their head. All of them fell at the feet of Shankara, the benefactor of all the worlds, like a long rod. All Pramathas, Kukshakas, and others bowed down and eulogized him. On being eulogized, the Lord came to Gandhamadana, the Lord of all, the Lord of all was ceremoniously crowned by Angirasa along with noble souled ones. At that time, dundubi drums were sounded and many musical instruments were played. All the suras, beginning with Indra, threw showers of flowers. The Lord of Yogis, worthy of being saluted by the entire universe, was entreated and surrounded by many groups of suras, beginning with Brahma. He was accompanied by Girija. On being entreated by them, he he was consented to sit on a divine seat where he shone with great magnificence and all kinds of auspicious things. The acts of noble souled Mahesha, O Brahmanas of this sort, are destructive of all the sins of those who listen to them. They are innumerable, his acts are innumerable. All those stories of Rudra heard by us are great. What more shall I tell you? The sages then said, thus the act of Shankara has been described by you. By this story itself, we are undoubtedly satisfied. Everything has been heard by me by the grace of Vyasa. The wonderful form of Shankara is vast and contains within it the wonderful features of the Vedas. It is of the nature of perfect knowledge and it has been described to you. Those who are endowed with great faith and listen to as well as narrate with love and devotion the wonderful story of the greatness of Shiva. This story, which is dear to Shiva and which is called Shiva Shastra, attain the great goal. Thus ended the 35th chapter of the Kedara Khanda in Maheshwara Khanda, and this is also the last chapter and the end of Kedara Khanda of Maheshwara Khanda in Skanda Purana. Thus, Prakriti here had showed to the world that it was Prakriti who brings Shiva to and make him accessible to the people who are seeking him. However, it is our devotion which will help us to reach out to him. Namaste Sharada Devi Kashmira Puravasini Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.